Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Sweet 915. I'm your host, Curtis Smith, with my co host.
It's me, Fedora. Hey, Curtis.
Hey, hey, what's going on? We're here to bring you news, information, updates, and our thoughts on everything from relationships to local happenings. Hey, it's another Sunday, fun day, March Madness. Yeah,
hmm
it's almost springtime. Time has changed. And yeah, it's messing with my sleep pattern, Fedora. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Coming off of
Well,
about to come off of spring break. So yeah,
oh yeah.
I'm good.
Well, welcome
Been
back. We know you
relaxing.
was out. Yeah, we know you was out feeling a little under the weather, and we're glad to have you back. You left me hanging for
hmm
a little bit, but I hold it down for us. Took care of
That's
business, you
right.
know.
Good, good. I'm back. I'm back and better.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. So today's episode, we're gonna talk a little bit about the OMB, but we'll be right back
hmm
with upcoming events to include Juneteenth 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
But now let's welcome our special guest who is here today to talk to us about why the Office Management and Budget, the OMB, is requesting for revising the OMB's 1997 Statistical Policy Directive number 15, standards for maintaining, collecting, and presenting federal data on race and ethnicity. Welcome all the way from Chicagoland area, friend of Sweet 915, host of the Reset, my man Andre Clay. Welcome to the show, my brother. How you doing?
All right, Curtis. How you doing, my man? What's going on?
Man,
How you
hey,
doing?
March Madness, baby.
I
Some
hear you.
upsets. Some
Uh oh.
upsets, major upsets.
I hear you. I hear you. Oh my goodness, what's going on, Fedora?
Yeah, she popped out for a minute.
She popped out. Okay, okay, no
Yeah,
problem, no
yeah.
problem. So we're here to talk about the OMB, the Office of Management and Budget.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on a previous show of the Reset, Mocha and I had a chance to discuss this, and on April 12th is the deadline where the OMB is requesting that the public give input in regards to their updating the race and ethnicity standards in America. We are familiar with these standards when we look at official documents that we'll find in employment applications, hospital registration forms, where we'll see that there'll be that checkbox and they will
Mm-hmm.
ask, "What race are you?" Well, there's going to be an update to that, and the OMB have they're putting together their proposals that they plan to finally submit in 2024. But again, they're definitely asking for the public to chime in and give their suggestions, as to what um, they'd like to be considered as far as ethnicity goes.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna pull up a little slide right quick.
Okay.
Now, on this slide, the Office of Management and Budget oversees the implementation of the president's vision across the executive branch. The OMB carries out its mission through five main functions across executive departments and agencies: budget development and execution, management, including oversight of agency performance, procurement, financial management, and information technology, coordination and review of all significant federal regulations from executive agencies, privacy policy, information policy, and review and assessment of information collections requests, and clearance and coordination of legislative and other materials, including agency testimony, legislative proposals, and other communications with Congress, and coordination of other presidential actions, clearance of presidential executive orders, and memorandum in agency heads prior to their issuance. So you're here to tell us about the components of what they do and what has been receiving a lot of buzz lately, SPD 15. So tell us about that.
All right, all right. Well, as I stated, as you stated, actually the OMB, basically they maintain government-wide standards for federal race and ethnicity data, right? That ensure
Mm-hmm.
our ability to compare the information and data across federal agencies and to understand how well federal government serve a diverse America. That's basically what they do. We'll have the Census Bureau, FDA, all agencies
Hmm.
like this within our federal government all participate in the work group in
Mm-hmm.
collecting this data that help to disaggregate and better differentiate between the races and ethnicities in this country. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And why is this specifically important to Black Americans?
All right. Well, specifically, Fedora, when it comes to Black Americans, I would
Mm-hmm.
say ever since the passage of the Civil Rights Bill, what has happened is we've constantly seen our government create minority policies, people of color legislation, and although civil rights was supposed to be specifically for African Americans, what we've seen over the decades is that we tend to come in last, and those that look like us but may not be native to America have kind of jumped over us as
Benefited.
far as
Mm-hmm.
yes, as far as being able to receive the benefits, bypassing many of us who are descendants of those who were enslaved here in this country. So it's very important, and quiet is kept, Fedora. Black people from other countries, they want to disaggregate themselves as well. Disaggregating the information and disaggregating the ethnicities will give us a more accurate reading of what's really happening specifically to each people group. We want to be
Mm.
able to pinpoint in what ways are federal services helping or not helping, let's say, Haitian Americans, although they're
Mm-hmm.
Black, to disaggregate them. The government can better pinpoint their needs. Same as it goes to those of us who are descendants of slavery. We too are lumped in oftentimes when they come up with all kind
Mm-hmm.
of stats and data, and it's misleading. This flat
Mm-hmm.
blackness has to end. So yes, we should have some input into deciding how we should be disaggregating aim we should go by.
Just. Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, that's basically what
Mm-hmm.
why it's important to us. Absolutely.
Okay. What about those who may believe that this is a further divide or division or divides the Black diaspora?
Well, Fedora, that question is kind of loaded, and I'm gonna explain
Mm-hmm.
why. I'm not quite sure
Mm-hmm.
what they mean by divide. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure in what way is basically what I'm getting at. I will say this, however, whatever divisions that we have amongst those of us from America and our brothers and sisters across the diaspora, they tend to be cultural,
Mm-hmm.
right? We as Black
Mm-hmm.
Americans here, here in this country, we kind of feed off each other when it comes down to culture. And the unfortunate thing is, when some of our brothers and sisters come to this country, oftentimes they do not socialize with us.
Mm-hmm.
Some of my brothers and sisters I've been able to talk to have shared with me that within their families, within their tribes, there is a not so flattering viewpoint of African Americans. But
Mm-hmm.
once they take the time to really get to know some of us personally, that goes away because it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't match, the negative stereotypes, and it's not
The
their fault.
stereotype.
Right. And it's not necessarily
Mm-hmm.
their fault that these stereotypes are being fed to them, because their images of us are often shown through music, videos, movies, and
Media.
oftentimes, right, in the media. And oftentimes the
Mm-hmm.
media loves to paint our people in the most negative way that they possibly can. They tend to show off
Mhm.
the negative extremes of our people, and they in no way, shape, or form represent
Mhm.
the majority of what African Americans look like. So I don't think it
Mhm.
further divides us. I
Yeah.
believe it disaggregates us. It pinpoints who and what we're all about, who and what they're all about, and again, it serves to better help their people, our people. We want the information to be accurate. We want to be better served in this country, and
Mhm.
being the citizens of this country, we deserve that first. So I don't believe it caused division. If anything, I would hope that they would be very supportive, because the same help that we're, demanding, they too will be able to benefit from.
Mhm. Mhm. Curtis, we got you back.
Hey, man, you might be a
Can
little
you hear us,
Oh
frozen.
Curtis?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
All
So you
right,
can,
all right.
hey, so yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Mhm.
can.
Yes.
So yeah, um,
So
where you
I'm
at?
gonna ask you, where can we get more information about the importance of disaggregation and the upcoming deadline?
Oh, okay, okay. Well, actually, if the public would be so inclined, they can log on to regulations.gov. And when you go there, you will see in the search bar, you would type OMB 2023 0001. And when you do that, you will come across the tab that leads you to the initial proposals for updating race and ethnicity statistical standards. On
Mhm.
there, you will be able to leave a comment. The comments that you want to leave is basically expressing what name you believe Black folks here in America who are descendants of those of chattel slavery should be named. Um, as of March 17th, it was, I believe the total comments was like 7,218. So we need more people to chime in, and they're going to be considering each of these comments. And I will also share that last Tuesday, March 14th, Friday the 17th, and Saturday the 18th, there
Mhm.
was a call-in version of what this online link will lead people to, so that they can leave their comments. There was a call-in open to the public, and so I got a
Mhm.
chance to watch all three townhouses, and I
Oh,
must
okay.
say, yes, I must say, our people are very passionate, and not just us.
Mhm.
It's people of all ethnicities, because it's not just Black people in America who want to see us disaggregated. It's also our Hispanic brothers and sisters, our Asian brothers and sisters. It's this is across the board. This is across the board. But
Mhm.
on the at during the three town halls, I must say again, our people are so passionate. But I did notice, the names that were being suggested. Um, um,
Mhm.
um, Negro. There was quite a few folks that wanted us to remain called being to be called Negro again.
Really
Another, oh yes,
surprising.
absolutely, very surprising. I thought. Of course, there was
Mhm.
African American. There were quite a few of us who felt that there
Yeah.
should be no change at all. There was some of us who wanted to be called Black American. And for those Black people who are from across the diaspora to not be able to use the term Black in describing their
Mhm.
ethnicity. Also, you had
Mhm.
some folks that went back and said we should be called Afro Americans. Afro
Mhm.
Americans. I remember that from the 70s. um,
Mhm.
then you Yep, and then you had the grassroots organizations and their pushes, first beginning with the American Freedmen. There were quite a few people that were campaigning for our ethnicity to be changed to American Freedmen. Again, also we had Foundational Black Americans, or FBA. Two was a name that was thrown out, and lastly, The American Descendants of Slavery, or ADOS, was also a name that was hugely, widely shared,
Mhm.
during those town halls. And so again, everyone was very passionate. A lot of people had their reasons
Mhm.
for wanting to, have these names represent and describe who we are. Some, in my personal opinion, work. Some, in my personal opinion, don't work. Um,
Mhm.
I I I would dare say, and these views are not those of Sweet 915. These are solely those of Mr. Clay and the Reset. Fedora, I will say, I have long been one to rid ourselves of African American, of that describer right there. I don't
Mhm.
think it is accurate enough. While I recognize that we do have our roots in the motherland, that is not who we are today. We are 400 years plus removed from anything that has to do with African culture as a whole.
Mhm.
As a whole,
Mhm.
there are
Mhm.
remnants of the culture that we have been able to pass down during through the generations, but as a whole, we are more American than African culturally.
Mhm.
Culturally,
Mhm.
um, Black Americans is an issue. And that is
Mhm.
mostly an issue, not because I disagree with the describer, not at all. I think that it has more to do with it being a race description. And if we are going to push for reparations or any other kind of reparative justice as a
Mhm.
people, we can't have race based legislation. It will die in court.
Mhm.
It won't go anywhere.
Mhm.
And lastly, and again, these views are mine.
Mhm.
Given the centuries that our people have been here and the vast contributions that we have made to this country,
Mhm.
history has shown us that when it comes to our people, we have always been named by white people. We have
Mhm.
always been named by white America. We have gone through the names of being called Black, Negro, uh, N word with the strong ER,
Mhm.
so on and so
Mhm.
forth. And
Mhm.
I think that this opportunity right here that the OMB gives us is a very historic opportunity for Black people as a collective in this country, those of us who are descendants of chattel slavery, to name
Mhm.
ourselves, not allow others to name us and accept that name and run with it. No, this is
Mhm.
our opportunity to decide for ourselves, you know what? We should be called this.
Oh,
Mhm.
And that's why our input is necessary, whatever it is,
Mhm.
whatever name you believe our ethnicity should be. I
Mhm.
encourage folks to submit their suggestions to the OMB at
Mm,
regulations.gov. Strongly suggested.
okay. All
Yeah.
right. Good. Mm.
oh boy.
Oh, Curtis, we got you back.
Yes, he is. What's going on, bro?
I'm trying. I don't know, man. I really don't know what's going on today.
A little laggy.
Can y'all hear me?
That's all.
Mhm.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, I
you know
don't
what?
know
I
what's
have a
going
question.
So,
I
on
had
with
a
this thing
question
today.
for Curtis and Fedora themselves. I had a question.
okay.
Um,
What's that?
What's up?
starting with Curtis, I want to ask Curtis. Do you think? Well, this is for both of you. If you
Go
both could answer this. How important do you believe it is for those of us who are descendants of those who are in chattel slavery to disaggregate from the rest of Black America?
Go
Mm.
ahead,
Either one,
Curtis.
Well,
or
well,
do you
when
think
you
it's,
say
or do
to
you think it's
desegregate
important?
from the rest of, um,
Disaggregate just basically means,
to
just
desegregate,
to separate, so to segregate by category.
um, wow, that's a hard one. For me, um, based on what I've seen, uh, we segregate ourselves within our own race. You
Sure,
know,
sure.
that's just me
Culturally,
from what I see.
sure.
So we as we as Black Americans, we don't even want to be a part of our own, uh, let alone want to be segregated from the rest of the world. So for me, it's like uh, I don't have an opinion really, because I just say once we come together as a people, then and stand together, maybe then where we from there, because uh, we're just segregated based on our finances and where we live, our geographical locations, and things of that nature. So uh, I think once we come back together to find out where we are as a people, then I could probably answer that question.
Well, actually, I'm sorry. I should have been more specific. I don't necessarily mean on a personal level. I understand exactly what you mean, and you're right. Basically, what I meant as far as the federal level goes, more on the official level goes, the
Okay.
ways in which our federal government may address each people group. Do you think
Mm,
it's important then that we disaggregate
yeah, I do. I do.
in that way?
Yeah, I think that we should, uh, based on history, I think we should uh, kind of work as a people. That's my opinion on that thing.
I got you. I got you. And you as well, Fedora. Not segregation, but disaggregation. This is basically,
Hmm.
just to
Putting those
separate us.
different categories.
Yes,
Hmm.
ma'am. What do you
And
what are your feelings about it?
I feel that for those purposes, it would be a good thing because when you fill out papers, let's say if you go to the doctor's office, it's usually Black slash African American. Some they don't even have it on there. They'll just say, "Are you Hispanic or non-Hispanic heritage?" And
Right.
then you choose one of those.
Yeah.
So I think it would be good for them to, disaggregate a lot of, because we are a melting pot in the United States, in order for everybody to be counted and for
Hmm.
us to be able to federally serve each group that's here. I think it would be good to have everybody on there, us as well. And then now that we are able to create our own name, I think that is a powerful thing. Like you said, we've always been named by others, but now we have the opportunity to name ourselves. I think that's historic, where we're allowed to do that. So I think this generation, um, and the people who are still here living should be able to do that. And I look forward to seeing what is the final and how they're going to come to the final name.
Right. Right.
So yeah, I look forward to seeing that, and then for everybody to go there and input. Nothing is. Everybody might have their own thoughts about it, but you can't get marked wrong for an
That's right.
answer because it's yours. It's your
That's
opinion.
right.
So
That's
don't
right.
feel that, oh, I'm going to fail this test, or they're going to be watching me, or something like that. No, put your opinion down. It doesn't hurt. We comment on Instagram and we comment on Facebook on people that we don't even know. So
Hmm.
comment and make your voice heard on this. And for those who don't have, internet, use your grandchild's or use your nieces, or for
Yes.
the older people,
Mhm.
use someone else's internet, and have them like, hey, if they show you a TikTok, say, hey baby, take me to this website and log on to this so
Mhm.
I can
That's right.
input my stuff, or type
That's
this in for me because I can't see this. The font is too small. Type this word in for me and send, and now you do it. So yeah,
absolutely. That's
I
right.
think
That's
it's
right.
it's a positive thing.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. And when it comes to disaggregating, I got a couple of charts. I want to kind of share with the public what I mean by disaggregating. When it comes
Mhm.
to some of the information, that's
Mhm.
being collected You can show me the chart on housing. I think it might be, or income. Okay,
Mhm.
this chart right here, as taken from the ADOS Foundation, Advocacy Foundation, they have the Claim the Name campaign toolkit, and I would strongly encourage everyone to go to the adosfoundation.org, where they have an entire step-by-step process that you can walk through, and in learning how to leave comments, you know um concerning ethnicity at regulations.gov. But here we have here, and this chart right here is a summary taken from the Pew Research Center analysis of the 2019 American Community Survey. Here we have what median income, and as we see here in the blue, when it came to U.S. immigrants as a whole, they made on average, as far as median income, I'm sorry, $63,000. For Black immigrants, we have the number 57,200, and for U.S. born Black populations, $42,000 in median income. Now, as we
Mm.
see here, this is disaggregated. This is what it means to separate and parse
Mhm.
out each people group, so that we can have a more accurate and more detailed information about what's really happening. Because
Mhm.
I'm sure, as we all know, in most cases, when when they want to do a reporting on the median income of Black Americans, they often lump that total from Black immigrants in with that of US born Black populations, and it
Mhm.
skews the number to make it appear as though we're doing better or
It's
making
better.
more than what we actually are. So
Mhm.
again, that's one of the main reasons we have to disaggregate the data, the information that is gathered about the races in this country.
Mhm.
Absolutely. What's that? Yeah,
Mhm.
business ownership. This is another example. When it comes to non-Hispanic whites, we see that they have 7% of business ownership. Black immigrants have 5.10% ownership, business ownership, and U.S. born Blacks only make up 2.5%.
Mm.
But see, if they
Mhm.
lumped it all together and gave it the flat blackness,
Mhm.
stat, it would make it seem as though more
We're
US born
doing.
Black people were in business than what we actually were. So this is
Mhm.
so important, people. We
It
need these
is.
numbers. We need this information, because we need an accurate assessment of how well we're doing or not doing in this
Mhm.
country. Because
Mhm.
when people see more clearly how we are being underserved, oh,
Yep.
then we can demand the help that we actually need, and there won't be much fight about it. Because
Mhm.
they can't say, oh no, well, Black people are doing good. Not
Mhm.
necessarily. Not
Mhm.
necessarily. Disaggregate the information, and the truth comes to surface.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how it is.
It
As we
makes a
see it.
difference.
Yep.
Home
Again,
ownership.
yep. Again, from the Claim the Name campaign toolkit from the ADOS Foundation, home ownership. In the US,
Mhm.
64% of Americans own a home. When it comes to US immigrants, 53% of them. When it comes down to Black immigrants and US born Black population, both are at
Mhm.
42%. Both are at
Mhm.
42%. But again, this this highlights how each group is doing. This is
Mhm.
so necessary again. And again, this is not just for Black people. We have our
Mhm.
Asian brothers and sisters, our
Mhm.
Hispanic brothers and sisters, they
Yep.
all want to be disaggregated. They all want their people group to be properly served, adequately served in America, and they have a right
Mhm.
for that. They're citizens. They passed the test, and they deserve to
Yep.
have their tax dollars served them in a more efficient way. That's what it is.
Yep.
Yep.
Exactly. Yep. That's awesome.
Yep. So
Exactly. Okay.
again, lastly, I
I
would
thank you
encourage
so
everyone.
much for that.
No problem.
That.
No problem. No problem. I would like to lastly,
Oh, you
um,
breaking up.
my fault. I would like to lastly, before I get up out of here, I would encourage everyone to go on YouTube and do a search for the OMB, and you too can listen to the ways in which where people were leaving their comments. When you leave a comment on the OMB website, I would strongly encourage you to attach to it a personal story. Give a reason why you believe the name should be changed or remain the same, or whatever choice you make. Express that. Let the OMB know how you feel, because that's what they want to hear. They want to know what the public wants. And whatever we tell them, that's what they're going to do. That's what it is.
Okay. That's good. I like it. Well, thank you. Thank you for this mini TED talk.
No problem. No problem.
This
Fedora,
mini
I
Sweet
appreciate
1-5 lesson. Oh, yeah,
right.
that's great. That's
All
good.
right. Well,
Information is key.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Well, thank you
And
for
being
having me. Thank you for having me. And
you're
hopefully we can
welcome.
get Curtis and his Wi-Fi. He struggles streaming today. And so we're gonna help my man out. We're gonna help him out.
So
Free
his
Curtis.
streaming ain't
Yeah, you struggle streaming.
streaming.
We got a free Curtis. We got a free Curtis. Let him go. Let him go. Let me get up out of here. All right, Fedora, y'all be good.
All right. Thank you so much for taking
No
time
problem.
out on this Sunday.
All right.
All
All right.
right.
Peace.
Well, thank you. All right. Bye. Okay. Well, hey, peeps, it's just us. Um, we have some COVID updates. I know while the community risk level regarding COVID is considered low right now, it is still an active threat for us. Um, People know, and probably you've heard that some people are still testing positive, but we, Sweet 915, encourage you to take precautions still. Wear your mask, do whatever precautions that you need to do. For more information about COVID, you can still visit epstrong.org. So go to epstrong.org for your latest COVID updates. And we also want you guys to stay registered. Go voting in El Paso County. Visit epcountyvotes.com for election and voter registration information. So continue to check to make sure that you're still registered, because there were some things going on. So, but you can find that out. Go to epcountyvotes.com for that information. Now for our scholarships, free money, y'all. Free 99 for these seniors who are graduating and going to further their education in college. We have our Delta Sigma Theta scholarship, which is the deadline is March the 20th, which is Monday. The information is at DSTEPAC, that's EPAC.org, or you can follow them on social media at DSTEPAC. Our other scholarship, remember the deadline is Monday, and you can get anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000, and every penny matters. Also, the Omega Psi Phi Sigma Tau chapter scholarship deadline, you have until May 5th, so you have a little bit longer. Go ahead and go on to OmegaUplift.org. That's OMEGA up and then lift.org for more information. That's another scholarship opportunity. And then we're going to learn more about the chronic kidney disease. The El Paso, Texas chapter of the Links Incorporated invite everyone to participate in their brief survey about kidney disease. Visit EPTX Links Inc. So that's EPTXLINKSINC.org for more information. Or if you're watching us, you can scan the QR code and it'll take you directly to the survey. We have some upcoming events. We have Bring It On comedy show featuring Gary Owens, Faison Love and Bill Bellamy. It's going to be hosted by Rob Rodriguez and a special performance by Amber James. Tickets available through Ticketmaster. So make sure you go and get your tickets. It's going to be on March the 31st, and it's at Abraham Chavez Theater. So that's located at 1 Civic Center Plaza in El Paso. So go and get your tickets, and it's put on by Musical Jams and Jokes. You can also visit their Facebook page for more information. So that's going to be a lit show, and the show starts at 8 p.m., one showing. So get your tickets and come on out. Now for our Juneteenth, we have, okay, let's see. We have a Get Social Black Business Network free virtual meet and greet. This is Sunday, April 2nd, 2023, and it's going to be at 4 p.m. Register to get the code network. Share your voice, your business, and your experience about living #Black on the border. Let's grow epbbn.com. And there will be giveaways, and it's hosted by us, Curtis and Fedora, Suite 915. Living Black on the border. Also, we have public speaking workshop, keys to ongoing, let me see, where is it? I don't see it. All right, so you just register online, statustrains.com or stratustrains.com, and it's with our own Ricky Smith. She's a public speaking expert. She's an author, a certified coach, and a trainer. And if you're watching, go ahead and take a snapshot of that QR code, and it'll pop you right into it. Now, for our 2023 citywide Juneteenth, join us for this family-friendly citywide community Juneteenth celebration. It's going to be on June 17th, beginning at 2 p.m. There'll be a barbecue competition, there'll be games, giveaways, and much more. We are co-sponsored by the City of El Paso Parks and Rec, with special thanks to District 2 Representative Anilo. So come out on the 17th of June for our Juneteenth celebration. You can also, any vendors, go back. Any vendors that want to sign up, you can contact Monica at blackelpasovoice.com. So come out and celebrate. Save the date. Our Black Business Weekend is from August 18th and 19th. Black Businesses and Community Gala and Awards. It's going to be honoring the brilliance and resilience of Black entrepreneurs and community champions. For more information, stay connected at Black El Paso Voice. It's going to be August is Black Business Month. So that'll be August 18th and 19th, but stay tuned for more information on that. Let's see if we have anything else. Oh, we have the Black Business Directory, ElPasoBlackPages.com, Facebook.com, El Paso Black Businesses, our Instagram.com at El Paso or EP Black Business. Discover #Shop Black El Paso. So get your information in there so that when people come to town or others want to know, they can find your business in that area. All right. I think that's it. Okay. Hi, Miss Tones. How are you?
Good. How are you, Lady Fedora? Can you hear me?
I can. I can hear you just fine.
Awesome. Such a beautiful ray of vision, my sister in success. What's going on? You got that Hollywood, aka newlywed glow. Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll take it.
I'll say it. I'll say it. You got that little Florida sweet too. All that mixed in. What's going on?
Nothing. How have you been?
I've been fantastic. I really, really
Good.
have. Thank you for asking. Well, the sister in success that glues us together, who we
Mm-hmm.
support and love, Lady Monica, wanted me to
Yes.
come and use this platform, which I really, really appreciate, to share some awesome news. So more so, this is Women's History Month. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
let's snap on that.
Yes.
So we want to make sure that we get some recognition out there. So, and we can't do that without recognizing our women who served in the military.
Mm-hmm.
At this point in time, and since 2019, I have represented this group called Woven, which stands for Women Veterans Network. It
Okay.
is for all women veterans who have served, and it doesn't matter the era, it doesn't matter how old you are, or if you have or feel any limitations by your physical or your mental or emotional welfare. So, we would love for all of you, if you have the time, to come and join us, because we're not asking for your money. We're asking for you to join us. And what we are basically is a sisterhood, but I'll read exactly what our mission is. Our mission is to provide a unique social network of women veterans to foster connection and build relationships in local communities and across the nation. So we're on a national level. So I'm
Okay.
just excited. That's what my glow is. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
excited about the whole process. We just actually we just started a group on the 13th of this month in
Mm-hmm.
commemoration of Women's History Month. And we also, well, actually on the 14th, we had an all women's meet and greet, and that
Okay.
turned out very well. It was in collaboration with Endeavors. I don't know if you're familiar with Endeavors all the way on George Dieter. Um,
Mm-mm.
it's like the military, like it used to be called David Cohen, the Cohen collaboration with Endeavors, Family Endeavors. So for
Mm-hmm.
veterans, active duty folks getting out, they provide different services, more so dealing with mental health support and other opportunities for our community. So we
Mm-hmm.
really, really love that, and we had a great turnout. Great turnout. We had great collaborations. We had Grand Canyon University come and show some love. We had one of our awesome partners to come and produce a great opportunity for the palette. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think it was charcuterie. We
Oh,
had the little
okay.
guy, the girl, which
Mm-hmm. The boards. Mm-hmm.
brought the rices. It was really, really good. And so we hope to do it again in June, which leads me to my next thing. I am going on a cruise, and my Woven sisters, who are able to come, because not everybody can, who are able to
Mm-hmm.
come, we're going in the month of June because on June 12th, before our next celebration, June 19th,
Mm-hmm.
um, we get the opportunity to go and sail out of Miami, Florida, aka Floridian that I'm talking to. We get to sail
Mm-hmm.
out of Florida
Mm-hmm.
to go on a 7-day cruise leading up to the celebration day for for our military day for women veterans. So we are
Okay.
excited. We leave out on the 4th, and we're just trying to celebrate, and we're going to be on the carnival celebration. So why not?
Mm-hmm.
And it is booked by yours truly, so that way we can hopefully try and do this as a tradition each year and let our women veterans know that this is what we need to do for ourselves, because we can't wait on everybody. Last I checked, there were only 14 states that
Oh,
recognize us. And
wow.
from elementary school, we had to learn all those states. And 14, that's not even
Mm.
breaking the surface. So we
Mm-mm.
got to do better. Got to do better. Definitely got to do better.
Yes.
So I
Okay.
appreciate this opportunity. And without further ado, let me put on my other hat. Yes,
Okay.
with me being the one, booking the cruise,
Mm-hmm.
I am an entrepreneur. Gotta have your sanitizer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
And so for the next few people that end up joining with me with my
Mm-hmm.
business,
Mm-hmm.
they get put in a drawing. A drawing. to go to the Bahamas.
Oh, all
But
right.
if we could do something real quick though, can you sing happy birthday with me? Happy
To
birthday
who?
to Woven. We just turned
Okay.
6 years, girl. 6 years.
6 years. All right.
Celebrate and do it through travel and do it through entrepreneurship or whatever
Yes.
else tickles your fancy. But we got to do it.
Hmm.
We're going to do it on three. You ready?
Okay. Which
Can-
one we doing? Are we doing the one that I like, or the one our ethnic cultural one? Or are we
I would
doing the
say
old
that
school?
one, but let's do the old school. Let's just do basic
Okay.
because we don't want
Okay.
to trip up anybody. So on
Okay.
three. 1, 2,
2,
3.
3.
Happy
Happy birthday
to
to you, Woven.
happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
Woven.
you.
I love that. Woven. Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
dear
dear Woven. Six
Woven.
years.
Yes,
Happy birthday
to
to you.
and many more.
Woven. More.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for your support. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of you, every last one of you. We do know that without us reaching our success, um, it ends up being a hiccup when we don't support each other. So that's what we're asking for. Support, support, support. We're not trying to outdo each other. We're
Hmm.
not trying to do anything like that. If Woven is a sisterhood and we're successful at that, we should be able to be a
Mm-mm.
family, if nothing else. A family. We are family.
Good.
See, you got me on that note. Oh, get up, everybody, and say, it's a good, beautiful, blessed Sunday. And I appreciate this opportunity. Thank you. Those who want to
Oh,
come and
you
join
cut
Woven,
out a little bit.
come on. Those who want to come and
Can you
join,
hear me?
I can hear you.
You cut out. Oh no.
Can you hear me now?
I think you cut out.
That's
Oh,
okay.
it's choppy. Can you hear me
Yes,
clearly?
I can hear you clearly. Yes. Can you hear me?
Shanique, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I
I
can.
couldn't. You were cutting out.
Oh, pickles. But you know, we love this technology, and sometimes it loves us back, and sometimes it does not. So that's all right. Oh, I see you swirling. You swirling, Lady Fedora. All right, y'all. This has been a great opportunity, and I hope you all can hear me. From my heart to yours, please take time for yourself. Self care is so important. For me, what I like to do, I love to travel and I love to book travel. Why not do both and be a win win winner? So please have a wonderful day. And I look forward to, yay, seeing Fedora again very soon. And there she is. Can you hear me, hon? Can you hear me?
I can. I can hear you better
Okay.
now.
Awesome.
Yes, I can
Awesome.
hear you better now. I
See?
don't know. This technology and these airways.
And you know what's so special? You went from this side of the screen to this side of the
But
screen.
mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, but that's all right. We're able to plant
It's
seeds
all right.
and do awesome things. So I love you, my sis. I do, I do, I do. I can't wait to get another hug and to see everybody out supporting each other.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one last thing. Before I
Yes.
go, if we don't do anything else, look up the definition of communication and look up the definition of effective. When you get those definitions, I want you to please make sure that you do that on a regular. And if you don't understand, the first thing we need to do is ask. If you don't ask for clarity, it ends up messing up the whole vibe, the whole situation, the whole entire platform. So please, if nothing else, y'all, look up those definitions, put them, incorporate them into your life, into your world. And the other thing is, get out your feelings. Get out of your feelings. Life is too short. So, effective communication and keep doing what you do. Life is too short. Love on yourself, love on your people. Keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
Again, life is too short. We've lost way too many people for us to be up here mad, have foreheads all wrinkled up and all this stuff. No, let's keep it 100 and keep it 100 to ourselves as well as others. Let's do that. I hope so.
Yeah.
Don't hurt to smile. Don't hurt to dance. Don't hurt to travel. Doesn't
No. Mhm. Oh, and I got to get in contact with you in reference to something I'm trying to do on the personal level. So I'll be contacting you, asking you to look into something for me to see
Awesome. That
if you can
sounds
do it.
amazing. Receive, my
All
sister.
right.
All right, y'all. Y'all be
All
safe.
right.
I love you. Bye.
All right. Love you. Thank you. All right. I see Curtis, my host. He's still not here. So make sure we have some woven. Anybody that's a female, that's a veteran, please get in contact and join that group. So remember that no topic is taboo. Let us know what you'd like for us to talk about. And if you would like to be a guest on the show, always welcome. Contact us at therealsweet915 at gmail.com or message us online or at sweet915. So our next show will be April 2nd. And April is really April 1st is really considered a holiday because it's your girl's birthday. But I do celebrate the entire month of April. Yes, dinners, teas, you know, parties, whatever. I'm accepting invitations, to those. Just let me know and we can, coordinate our schedules. Um, but yeah, and on the 31st, we'll kick it off at the Bring It On comedy show. We'll be there. Yes. So there is nothing more. Our next episode will be Let's Get Social. So it'll be Sunday, April 2nd. We will host a virtual Black business and community meet and greet. It'll be on Zoom in place of our first Sunday show. So sign up to receive the Zoom link at EPBB, that's boyboyn.com. We're providing our opportunity, an opportunity for you to talk, meet, and greet, and be a part of the solution. And we also will have some great giveaways. So please join us, Curtis and I, at 4. We look forward to seeing you there. All right. So I guess we lost Curtis. Oh, you can also scan the QR code that if you're watching and you see on the screen, Sweet 915. Also, he held it down for me, so I'm holding it down for him. Try to get his computer and stuff situated. But that will be it for us today, or for Sweet 915 today. My final words are keep loving your heart always and stay safe. Have a blessed and productive week. For those of everybody that's going off of spring break that are in education and going back to work, peace be with you to deal with these children.